Duncan, Swersey. I'm from Salmon, Idaho. Started skateboarding consistently when I was 14 years old. I started a company called Feet Skateboards. Skateboarding as a whole has always been something that you can say misfits do. It's always been something that's been sort of taboo, and that's the reason why your typical skateboarder likes it, is because it's somewhere they can fit in that there's nothing else like skateboarding where people like that can fit in. The way that it's changed is it's become more acceptable over the years. I wouldn't say completely, but I would say that with the addition of our amazing new skate park here in Boise, with roads, with the Albertsons family giving millions of dollars to donate to fund the park and just basically change the skate culture around here, it's definitely become increasingly acceptable to do, and more people have become interested in it. It's something that was always sort of, oh, you know, let's not go to roads. There's homeless people that hang out down there, yada, yada. I don't want to drop my kids off there. Now it's more like, wow, that's a really nice skate park. Maybe we should try it out. What's this all about? Why do people do it? And could we have fun doing it as well? Once I discovered how good skateboarding can make you feel, that was when I realized that it was something that I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I come from a family of entrepreneurs, and once I figured out that it was something I'd want to do for the rest of my life, it became this whole thing. Me and my buddy, the co-owner that started it with me, we were just like, this is it. Why not make these things so that we don't have to, you know, go through the trouble of getting a new one every time and all that? Why don't we become suppliers to spread this amazing thing and create our own movement? And so that's where Feet came from.
My name is Britt Eubanks. I'm a senior biology major here at Boise State, graduating this May with my ecology emphasis. I was born and raised in Homedale, Idaho, which is a small town with about 2,000 person population, and I moved to Boise 4 years ago and started riding for Feet Skateboards. As a biology major here, one of the most important things that I've realized is in the world of science, you have to try and try and try again, and things are not always going to work out the first time you try them. And I think that one of the biggest things skateboarding has taught me is this perseverance to kind of push through my issues. Whether it be sitting in my front yard as a kid trying to learn kickflips for the first time and doing them over and over and over again hundreds of times, just until you get that one landing and you finally get that feeling of perfectness that your body can actually feel good about. I really see that regurgitated in other aspects of my life, like in the laboratory when my experiments maybe aren't running as smoothly as I'd like them to, but I have the perseverance and the knowledge to actually push past those downfalls and actually work on it and keep going until I actually perfect everything exactly how I want it. So I started skateboarding when I was about 8 years old, which is about 14 years ago now, and I've been doing it pretty much nonstop ever since. Growing up in Homedale, there was really nothing for me to ride. No skate parks, no rails. Everybody pretty much hated us, and my group of friends was the first group to actually come up skateboarding. And so to be that kind of rebel and to have the city kind of look at me in that negative light, I kind of took it really personally, and it kind of made me feel like maybe skateboarding wasn't quite for me. Then my mom started taking me into town, into Nampa, into Boise, and actually started meeting more skateboarders, going to more skate parks, and figuring out that it's actually a much more accepted form of outlet than I initially thought it was. It's been great meeting all the people here in Boise, and with the revamped Rhodes skate park and other skate parks made by Grindline out in Middleton and out in Star, it's really kind of pushed the boundaries of what Idaho's been able to do with skateboarding, and it's been really neat to be a part of this kind of growth of a sport as I've seen it throughout the years. I think a lot of the main advancements that I saw in skateboarding came with the age of social media, with things like Instagram and things like Twitter. People were able to produce their own content and put out their own content in a much cheaper manner than initially. Before, it was just big companies making big videos for lots of money, but now anybody can go out with their friends on their cell phone and make any kind of video that they want to make. I've been lucky enough to actually have a couple companies be in contact with me through my time in Boise, and I've been able to make some promotional videos for companies like OSD Skateboarding and Feet Skateboards. And I think that this outlet for kind of unknown riders and all of the sources that we have to actually put our material out there has been really, really great for the sport as a whole.